This is about the Hippocratic Oath and what would happen if we applied it to just about everything. I was watching one of the many medical dramas on television the other day. They come in waves, and each new one thinks it's totally original, avoiding all the cliches and rewriting the genre, but they're reinventing the wheel, which is okay so long as they have a strong cast and incisive writing. One staple, besides starting up a heart with the paddles, clear, is the physician who puts patient care above all else. Money means nothing to this individual. The noble ideal is constantly tested in episode after episode. But the doctor, who may have many faults, is an absolute adamantine rock when it comes to patient care. And you can also be certain that at some point, somebody is going to drag out the Hippocratic Oath, aka the 10 Commandments of medicine squeezed into one. First, do no harm. I happened to hear exactly that in the show I watched, and it got me to thinking. Here's what I thought. What if everybody, that is, all professions, and not just doctors, had to take the Hippocratic Oath? Also, do doctors really formally and officially take that oath? Do they really swear not only to do no harm, but to keep it in mind as a first operating and guiding principle? I don't think so. What if police had to swear, first I will do no harm? Forget about serve and protect. A lot of people aren't buying that. Police these days have a very hard time of it. Their work is approaching mission impossible. A lot of people don't trust them, and it isn't possible to separate the ones who do from the ones who don't. So basically the cops have to treat everyone as a potential problem. And if they do that, then they act in accordance with the ones who didn't trust them in the first place. It's a huge mess. What if they swore to uphold that principle, first I will do no harm? It doesn't mean that they would surrender use of force, but it does mean that force comes as a last resort in response to resistance or aggression. Maybe more people would begin to trust them. The Catholic Church is back in the news with multiple charges of child abuse and massive, systematic cover-up. And if that isn't bad enough, they handle it so badly. We're sorry, they say. Let's move on. People are really done with it. They want the priests, the bishops, the cardinals, the pope. Get rid of all of them. The whole system is corrupt. And I think it's not a problem limited to Catholics. What about the other religions, where ministers engage children regularly in private situations? The Catholic priest could be the extremely ugly tip of a nightmare glacier. But what if all clerics in all faiths had to take this vow? First, do no harm. What if they took that seriously and adhered to that as their calling, a vocation to do no harm? What if they did get rid of everyone, started over, fresh and clean, with one commandment? First, do no harm. When the President of the United States, or the leader of any country or state or city, any public official from dog catcher on up, what if, when they took the oath of office, they raised a hand, put the other on a holy book, and swore, first, I will do no harm? What if lawyers had to promise before the bar, above all, to do no harm? What if soldiers swore to do no harm? Boy, that's a tough one. Try telling that to the drill instructor. Booyah! There is a great deal of savagery and selfishness and narrow-mindedness in all people. It goes against human nature to swear, first, I will do no harm. I wonder if there could be a culture that when an individual comes of age, they have to take that oath in order to become a member of that society. First, I will do no harm. Welcome, brother. Welcome, sister. Were the Quakers like that? There's a college nearby. Their sports teams go by the name of the Fighting Quakers. Booyah! The mandate, first do no harm. It's impossible, it wouldn't work, but it was something to think about.